I'm going to add a quick disconnect to Menards boxcar here. We need a pair of needle nose pliers, a pair of tweezers, two little rubber bands like hair tie bands or the dental braces rubber bands they have, and a small zip tie about 0.1 inches wide. Okay, here I got the boxcar upside down, and basically what we're going to do is we're going to take this zip tie here and we're going to insert it inside of this little slot here, and this will, as you push it in, it will release the coupler. So as you see, I'm pushing it in into this little slot, and that causes that little lever to lift up. And that's the same lever that they use for the magnetic track. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and attach that, and I'll show you how. So the length that you're going to need, you have to cut this zip tie down, is you basically want to put it in here, gently slide it in, go to about the edge of the coupler there, and I only have one hand here, so bear with me for a second. So basically we're going to take and fold this guy in half, not in half directly, but fold him over, and we're going to make the length of the zip tie about to the edge of the coupler, on the inside part of the coupler, and to right near the edge of this metal piece here, kind of a little bit in, looks like a little 1/8 inch spot here, and then that gives you the starting point to where to make this bend at for the length. So you have your bend here, which is kind of what we did up here with the boxcar, and we're going to go ahead and fold this over, and then we're going to cut it about 1/8 of an inch past the point of where the top of the zip tie is here. Okay, so I went and go ahead and I cut the zip tie. I kept it folded over, and as you can see, I cut a little bit past where the end of the zip tie block, the locking block is. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and twist the end of that up and give it a little 90-degree bend. So using my pliers here, as you can see, I took and went and bent up this little end piece here, and that will later be inserted into the end of that zip tie. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and mount this guy in. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the zip tie into this slot, and as you can see, the orientation of that I have the zip tie in, and basically you want the locking part facing down and going into this groove here. So you want to slide that part down into the groove, and then we're going to take one of those rubber bands and we're going to wrap it around the coupler and the zip tie to hold it down. So I use my tweezers here. I got the rubber band wrapped around. I got the tweezers here to pull this rubber band up and hold it up. That way I can go ahead and slide my zip tie underneath of it like this, and as you can see, the rubber band is holding the zip tie in place. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and fold this over, and we're going to insert the end that we bent over into the zip tie. Now you can see that the zip tie is on there. It's been put in. The little end is bent over and on the side of it. If you have a little bit of excess on the end there, the zip tie, let's go ahead and cut that off. Okay, I went and trimmed that zip tie up. Now we're going to go ahead and put this guy in there and just slide it until it's just sitting up against the little plate in the back there and holding still. As you can see, the zip tie is hanging over a little bit and it's sticking up pretty far. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this guy back in there and give this guy a pinch and have the zip tie press down some. So you want to go ahead and pinch it down like so. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take our other rubber band here and we're going to wrap it over top of both of these pieces. Okay, I went and wrapped the second rubber band around the entire thing, around the whole coupler. So now you got a rubber band on the inside of the zip tie that you zip, and you blocked it in by zipping it, zip locking it, and then you got this rubber band here going around the entire coupler and the whole thing. Now when you're doing this, these things have a tendency to, you might flip over a little bit, but just go ahead and straighten it up, set it back in the groove, and see if this works. So you go ahead and push this down, and then what you do is kind of push this guy in. And boom, there you go. Came open. Let's do it again. There you go. Now we have a quick disconnect on our Menards car. So let's give this a try on the track here. So as you can see, a little thing sticking down there, your zip tie. Actually looks like the air hoses. I think it's kind of neat. So we're going to hook up to this chassis engine here. Alright, she's locked in there now. Now, all you gotta do is put your finger in there and give her a little push, and it unlocks. And that's it. There you go. Thanks for watching.